Hi everyone, this is Zombi and welcome to another one of my dungeon boss videos. Here we are then for the very first one of my tower run videos. I want to do a few videos to show you guys how I run the towers. I've got several teams that I've got in mind. Today we're going to go through the one I use for my speed team. One of the guys in the guild, Drew 215, he showed me a great team the other day which I've started using now, which flies through the tower in about 10 minutes or less. It consists of fast heroes, so we'll go through that shortly. Other videos that I'll do is I'm thinking around a zombie tank run all the way up to the tower using the same team. And then something for those guys out there that don't necessarily have a hugely strong roster, which is something that I used to use before I could run the tower perfectly, was to use sacrifice teams. But I'll show more about that in other videos. So let's get on with this one. Straight into the tower. So have a quick review of the tower. We can see we've got some people in there. Does anyone worry me too much? I don't think so. Nothing looking too bad. I think he's been quite kind on me today, only finishing at level 68 with not particularly powerful heroes there. So this should work quite well. So as I say, this team was shown to me by a guy in the guild, Drew 215. He's quite the master strategist by any means. He often comes out with great PvP teams, working with a few of the other guys in there like Professor Chris. They come up with all sorts of crazy ideas for teams. So let me select this one. Who do I want? We want you in there, and we also want Ember. No, we want Ember first actually. So let's just select those. Get her on that. Her there, him there, and perfect. There we go. Let's get cracking on it then. So floor by floor, we want to be using Ember to keep everyone healed up and alive. And for these first sets of floors that we're going through, it's a good idea to not use special abilities too much. Let's power everyone up, give everyone lots of extra damage. Now the good thing about Ember is that we think that it's between 80 and 100% extra damage when she does this ability of hers, which you can't really fault. It's pretty fantastic. Let's finish everyone off here. So the only reason I'm using a special ability there because I didn't kill Nub Nub too easily, and I wanted to kill Yoko along with that, and I don't think it would have done unless I'd used an ability. So yeah, Ember does a lot of damage when she casts that Fire Mend. It's useful to have on later on when you're up on the towers. So let's rattle through this really quickly. Indigo, of course, is a good one to shoot anyone that's going to be causing you some crowd control issues, so like your Yokos or, in this case, Bovis. It doesn't really matter too much. Seems we've got an all-fast team. There we go, one hit and gone. Let's target Zoom to make sure he doesn't do his Soul Shred. Neutralises him pretty much. Epic attack, that's what I like to see. No real benefits there though. Let's try and finish those two off with this. So because you're running a fast team on this, you don't get too many hits as long as you can take out the opponents. You've got to watch out when the opponent side is running a fast hero or two though, because you can end up losing someone. And out of these characters, my weakest one is most certainly Indigo. So first off we want to take out Igorok, because he'll cause us a lot of problems if he freezes anyone, if he manages to survive. Indigo's nearly dead, that's not great, and she can't heal. Okay, let's see. This could all go terribly wrong. What shall we do? Get rid of that. And use her to get rid of Zoom. Now this could be... Ooh, that was close. Very close. Get everyone healed up. The other good thing about Ember, of course, is that she heals everyone anyway from a passive that she's got. Everyone gets a little bit of healing every turn. So we're finishing this one not in a strong place where Indigo's quite wounded, so I'm hoping there's not going to be any fast heroes on the next level. If there aren't, then we can get her healed up and it won't be such an issue. And there aren't any. There we go. Thank you, Dungeon Boss. Thank you, the Dungeon Boss God of Towers, for that. Well, that would have been my first video looking pretty rubbish. So first on the list, let's heal everyone again. So with Ember, you want to be doing as much healing as possible to keep everyone up on their feet. Let's see if we can take down a few with that. Perfect. Indigo's area attack is very good. I do like using that one, although she's diseased now, but that's okay. Let's just auto run the rest of that. You can also auto run some of these first 1 to 3 levels if you have a roster that's pretty strong. I tend not to take the risk myself, even though I've got some half decent runes on these lot. How are we doing for time so far on this? 6 minutes, but that's probably another minute of me talking, so 5 minutes so far. We'll keep that handy. Let's take him out. Failed to do so. Let's put the silence on Yoko, or hopefully kill him. Down he goes. Superb. And yeah, what to do. Yeah, let's finish it. Floor 6, that looks nice and easy. So with the orders as well, if you guys are running this and you think one of your guys is one of your first guys is running out of abilities, then you can switch them around. I tend to just run through okay without having to do that, but BD will now have all of her abilities charged up, so it's good to have that in reserve. Let's take out you soon. Goodbye. Take out Indigo. You can nail Zom, as soon as you don't like undead. And now we'll auto the rest of it. So all he's going to do is cast healing voodoo chant, which is not going to really help him. Silly nub nub. Bye bye. He's gone. Straight in on the next. Who have we got? Oh, another easy one. This tower's been kind to me today. Maybe I should have run it when it was a bit more of a difficult tower. Nah. I like easy towers. Everyone's nicely healed up, so I don't need to worry about that a great deal. So let's just blast soon. There you go. Goodbye. And auto the rest of it. There we go. Putting on there. Didn't even get to BD. Sorry, my love. She must be feeling quite redundant. She's not even been used a great deal. At least she's good there for backup just in case. So it looked like then when I clicked on that, we've got Willow to deal with. I'm not too worried. I don't think she'll do a great deal of damage to even to Indigo at that level, but it could be famous last words. Let's see what she does. Oh, no, Willow, no, not him. You're not going to touch him, are you? Silly girl. Might as well crank that up and everyone gets some extra damage. Tidy up the heals. Let's take care of him because he's irritating. Let's blast him. Let's use Assassinate. See if she can kill him. Will she do him? Yeah, there we go. Good girl, she did it. BD. So MK, he's definitely one of my more favourite characters now. I've ruined him up that powerfully and given him really focused on his epic weapons. I think he's on His 10th upgrade on his epic. He really is just so useful for everything. For tower, for PvP, for PvE, which is environment for some people that might not know that acronym. When you're playing the computer itself rather than another player in the dungeon. He's just so useful for everything. He's brilliant. Let me just see. Who do we need to take out here? Ember doesn't like undead either. But she's looking at Rocky. She doesn't like the look of him. There we go. Off he goes. Let's nail her. So try and kill her with all those shots. So she's got her unbreakable heart, which means you need to hit her again after she's been reduced to 0. So she did the job nicely on that. You can kill him, or an epic again. Very good. Goodbye, Brom. And for you, I'm not even going to give you an opportunity to attack, I'm afraid. Because I think that BD will manage to charge up her abilities on the next few floors. Because the rest of the guys should take care of business. They should mop up. So Willow again as a fast hero there, I just saw. What are we on at the moment? 10 minutes 55, so not as quick as I'd have liked. But still, when I was running towers back in the day, 6 months, 8 months ago, it was taking a good 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So to have it keep it around 15 minutes is excellent progress. And it's all thanks to runes. I'm just hoping that they don't go and decide to make towers harder. Unless, of course, they improve the rewards, in which case, bring it on, DB. Next one should be fairly easy as well. Who first? With you, we'll get rid of Soom. Oh, maybe not. Uh-oh. Oh dear. This isn't looking particularly great. What do we need to do? We need to get rid of him. He's the biggest threat. Goodbye, Yoko. And then... So this will be interesting. They're all going to get attacks on me. Oh dear. Oh no, that's the game. Game over, I think. Game over. Because of this guy, Soul Shred, when he's next to no health, and oh, what? Someone survived? How did that happen? Everyone survived, but everyone's frozen, so I'm boned. Oh, you're not frozen. Good. Let's go for you. Come on, BD. Please have something charged up. Oh, wonderful. There we go. We're okay. We survived. I don't know how, but we managed it. You should go for Stout Team, which gives me another minute to heal up. So that didn't go too well, unfortunately. What's this one? Next lowest. No, I need to heal everyone up, don't I? Give as much healing as possible. We're still going to be in a bit of a tricky position for when we move on to the next floor, but at least no one died. So that was pure luck. RNG saved me there, and some good runes. But now, oh, actually, final floor already. So there we go. We don't need to worry now. We'll cruise through this one and we're done. And we're what time now? So we'll get this wrapped up in under 15 minutes, which is extremely good. It will help if I actually click attack. Now for this last bit, if I was feeling lazy, I could auto run the lot, but let's use up some abilities. Get things going a bit quicker. Sloth shot, he didn't die. Who knows how he survived, but never mind. I think my Indigo needs a few better runes. She's not particularly great, to be fair. Blast him with that. Give them that one. Get rapid fire. Hit him with vibrating palm. That should take him out. And then we've got the last guy, the fire Lord Chromus. And we are on the way to victory. Let's give him some crit. Take that, Chromus. No crit though, thanks then. And there we go. Tower done. My timer says 14:55, but that was with some talking at the beginning. So you're looking at bringing this in under 15 minutes quite easily with that team. So let me know if you've got any other suggestions for good teams that you want to see or any other strategies you'd like me to run through on this one. And keep your eye out for another tower video very soon. So let's take a quick look at runes. First up, Masuta Kira. I've been working on his runes quite a bit recently. He's got some pretty decent stuff on him. And he's where he is at the moment. I think I'm happy where he's at, actually. He's got some pretty good stats, as you'll see from here. I'd like that. One of our guild members, Jack's Boomstick, he's got that attack up at 4,000, and his MK, I've actually fought it in PvP. It's incredibly strong. It just absolutely decimated my team. So I'm trying to get my MK up to that point, or at least as close as possible. But it requires quite a bit of rune tailoring. Who have we got next up is Ember. There she is. Pretty good runes on here as well. Same sort of situation. I use her quite a bit. I use her in PvP as well, and maybe I'll do a video including her at some point. I may save that to last though, because that's kind of my best PvP team. Her stats there, fairly high attack. And generally pretty solid. On one of the runes, just to point out, I have given her a defense. Now that is important for Ember because you want her to be staying alive to sustain that initial hit from any fast heroes that are either in your tower or in PvP. Absolutely stands for both of those situations that you're in. Keep some defense on her, otherwise she will die pretty quick. Next up we've got Black Diamond. She's got some okay runes. I've certainly not done too much with her. In fact, her runes aren't the best. Look, we've got an improved. That one's good, and that one's not the best at all, and that one's pretty shoddy actually. But she still manages to do a fair bit of damage, which is a credit to her as a character, and the things you can use her for. So again, some fairly good stats there. And then finally, who do we have? Where's she gone? There she is, Indigo. And similar to BD, runes aren't amazing, but she still manages to deliver the goods in a fight. I mean, that rune's shocking. I'm embarrassed that I'm even showing you guys that, actually. That's more like it. A bit of legendary. And there you go. And then finally some stats for you guys to see. Complete glass cannon and used for utility. That's all for now, guys. Please leave comments, questions or suggestions in the comments section below. I'll always try to answer. Remember to check out the rest of my YouTube channel for more Dungeon Boss videos, or search for Zombie Dungeon Boss in Google or YouTube for more. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.